Hello there, my loves. It's Natalia, and it's Monday, and I'm a little bit later with my messages of the week today. But they're not going to be any less fabulous for going live today at 7:30 p.m. I know I said 8 p.m. earlier, but anyway, it's 7:30. I thought I'd go live a little bit earlier because I'm super tired today, and I thought really need an early night. So it is Monday the 14th of June. I can see I've got 7 of you joining me already, so do say hello. Let me know how today has been for you. I know it's a little bit strange doing our live at the end of the day on Monday, so hopefully you'll have some kind of heads up on what this week is all about for you. That is good. So drop a comment and say hello and let me know what you're up to and how you're doing. And thank you so much for joining me live, because I do appreciate it. I know it's the opposite end of the day, and Robin Steele's here, and I'm so proud because it's very, very early in the morning where you are. So thank you so much for being with me. And do you know what's so great about going live at the end of the day rather than the beginning of the day? It means the lovely Veronica's here, and I get to say hi to you live, Veronica. So thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Marilyn Bowditch is here. Hello, Marilyn. And Lucy Blackster is the first one up. So hello. I nearly said good morning because I'm just in that, in that routine that I have. So good evening to Lucy. How are you doing, my love? Andrea Mexican, good evening to you, my darling, and thank you so much for the stars. How are you? I hope you're well. And Pauline Nicholson's here. Hello, Pauline. How are you doing, my love? Kirsty Dolphin is here. Hello, sweetheart. It's lovely to see you live. Julie Carrington is saying that it's 4:30 a.m. in Sydney. Heads up to my Australians and anybody else who's it's very early in the morning. So thank you. I do appreciate it, because normally it's my American followers who are getting up at the crack of dawn and having the caffeine to get them through. Dave Blackster is feeling tired. You're on day 12 of day 13 stint at work. Oh my goodness. That's such a long stint, isn't it? But you've got Lucy looking after you, which is nice, isn't it? It's good to have somebody looking after you. Sheila Hamilton's here. Hello, lovely. And Sharon Kennedy's here as well. Nancy's just joined us. Hello, Nancy. Thank you for the stars, my love. And Sandra Yaskiela is saying, it's not like you to ask for positive thoughts, but you'd like some good intentions and positive thoughts to a vulnerable person in your immediate family. So we will definitely send those positive vibes your way, my love. Let me find my selenite angel wings heart. Let's bring the angel wings heart in for your family member. Send in lots of love their way, and to your way as well, because you're obviously worrying about them. And we can finally say good afternoon to Nancy, because normally it's super early morning, isn't it? And bless your heart, you are a trooper, Robin. It's 2:30 a.m. where you are. I'm so proud of you for joining us live. Thank you. What can I say? I do appreciate it. Yulia is here. Hello there. How are you doing? So, and Patricia's here as well. How are you doing, my love? So what is really great is I've got lots of my regulars here, but I'm also picking up some people who normally can't join me live, and so I'm very, very happy about that. So get thinking about our pick a card reading. We have got some little objects for you to think about today. So we've got number 1 here with a little crystal owl with the sparkly eyes. Isn't that cute? We've got number 2. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. And we have the cactus. Isn't it cute? I bought this in a Christmas market in Paris. I bought that for my daughter Estella, and I thought, oh, it'd be really nice for the pick a card reading today. And then we have, this is also Estella's, little glass angel. So cute, with a little red dress on there. So that's number 3. So which one will you choose? Hello, Jill. How are you doing, my love? It's lovely to see you. And hello to Lorraine Robinson, and thank you for the stars. And Lorraine was such a sweetheart. She sent me a beautiful plant for my birthday, and it wasn't just any old plant. It was a Chinese money plant. So it's gone in my money corner. And yes, it's helping me out a lot already, Lorraine. So thank you very much for that. Donna Green, hello. So while I'm shuffling, I'm just shuffling away. I'll pop the card stand so we can see. And if anybody else would like to send me stars, we have a stars goal at the moment. You'll see the stars icon at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on a mobile device. And it will allow you to send me stars, which are 1 cent each, and those stars actually go towards our next goal, which is I'm going to be live every day with angel messages. When we hit that 6,000 star target, we are 60% of the way there, thanks to you. And if you want to send some more stars my way, that would be so much appreciated, because it keeps the page going, it keeps me going, and it enables me to buy all the props and card decks and everything else for us to enjoy. Okay, now before I look at the messages for the week, my loves, I want to just say, hello to Gabby Gifford. How lovely to see you, Gabby. Lots of love to you, my darling. And Julie Hans, who is here as well, and Jerry O'Kane. And thank you for joining me, loves. Okay, so, and I want to stop saying so because I say it a lot. I want to talk about the astrology of the week. I'm just going to say to you, we had a new moon solar eclipse last Thursday on the 10th of June, and it was in the sign of Gemini. And Gloria Galvin's just walked in, and I'm so excited you're here as well. Oh my goodness. I should go live in the evening more often because all my beautiful American followers are here, all my favourites. Hello, Gloria, darling. I love you too. Lovely to see you. So anyway, we had the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. The sun is in Gemini. Mercury, chatty little Mercury's in Gemini, making us feel like we want to act, like we want to do things. We want to speak. We want to write things. We want to write to people. We want to talk about what we're doing. And we're just getting excitable energy. It's all about action, Gemini. It's about not hanging around. So if you're feeling like that, I would use this energy because it's very, very good for you. And just another interesting insight. We have Mars in the sign of Leo. And Leo is all about what we're proud of. It's all about, feeling fired up and powerful and full of confidence in our abilities. And Mars is all about action. So when we've got Mars in a sign like Leo, Leo's about what we want to create, what we love. So this is a really good time. I know Mercury's still retrograde, but there's no harm in working on things that have been put to one side and we haven't done anything with, because it's a good time to go back and pick those up again. But we're at by the time we get to Thursday, the moon will be in its first quarter, so it's about acting on the things that we've started at the new moon. So what will we be doing? What are you working on? What are you doing? What do you want to do? Let us have a look and see what is coming up for the week. And I'll just say a couple more hellos because I've noticed that Amanda Cavaco is here live, which is wonderful. Hello, Amanda. And Marianne's here live as well. Hello, darling. And Jill Scales has just sent me 50 stars, and Bernie Mason's here. So it's lovely to see you all. Thank you so much, Jill, for the stars. So this first card represents the first half of this week. Now, I know we've got the first bit of the week out of the way already today, but we've still got a big chunk of the week to go. So this takes us through to sort of midday on Thursday, and see all this air energy, because we've got the Sun and Mercury in Gemini, and Gemini is an air sign, and we have the Page of Air. So this is all about, you might be feeling like you want to say certain things. You might be feeling as though you want to put pen to paper, or fingers to keyboards, fingers to keypads on mobile devices. And there is this strong urge to do things, to say things, to speak up, to act. And the Page of Air is all about honesty. So sometimes we can get this real feeling of wanting to just be honest and blurt things out. And what I would say is, if you've composed a letter or written a snotty email to somebody, just sleep on it and then come back the next day and see how you feel about it when you've calmed down a little bit, because we can get very fired up. And we can get too honest, and we might not think about what is the impact of our language, our intentions on somebody else. So we try and put yourself into their shoes and read it as though you were them getting your email or your correspondence or your social media post or whatever, and think it through, okay? But the other thing is that we might find this whole Mercury retrograde starting to play out in our lives in the first half of the week. So we might find that things get delayed. I mean, already, yes, today in the UK, we had our roadmap slowed down of unlocking from lockdown and all of these restrictions. So the Prime Minister did a broadcast to the nation tonight saying we were supposed to be unlocking the whole of the UK on the 21st of June, and that's not happening now. So we want to be cautious. We want to take another 4 weeks to see how things go, because infections are rising. They've sort of gone up by 40% or whatever. And so this is the Mercury retrograde effect playing out in a big way in the collective. And you may be finding that happening wherever you are, and it might be happening in a smaller way in your micro world, where there was something you wanted to do and it got called off, or it got postponed, or it got put onto another, 12 months hence. And you might be having to deal with challenging information. And one of the things about Mercury retrograde is everything is meant to support us. So anything that slows us down makes us think, makes us stop in our tracks. And it is a good thing. So let's see how the rest of the week is going to impact upon us. Now, I feel like this is a week for not going around chasing hares, chasing rabbits. Even though we're going to feel this build up where we just going, I just want to get on with things. I just want to be out there doing things. I'm feeling all excitable. I'm feeling ready to, take the world on or whatever. And actually, slow and steady wins the race. So I would say this week, so this represents the second half of the week, is all about being the being the tortoise rather than the hare. So we don't want to be running around. We want to slow down. We want to slow things down. And when we do that, we can be far more dependable. We can be far more honourable. It may feel like a stretch, because look at her. She's got the key to something. She's got the golden acorn in her hand. She's ready to plant that. She's ready to do something with it. But she knows that the wisdom comes from patiently waiting for the right time, or patiently waiting for things to flourish, and then she can really strike. She can really pounce on opportunities, and that might be where the stretch comes. And this can also be, this card is all about money. So we've got 2 pages. And Gemini is the communicator, the scribe of the universe, the scribe of the cosmos. So when we've got this heavy Gemini energy, what it lends itself towards communication, to words, to speech, to correspondence, to speaking up and being truthful and all the rest of it. But we have to be very intentional with the delivery of that. So that page wants to go ahead and communicate away and make things happen and be very active. And this one wants to slow you down and to get the foundations in place. And that's stretching you a little bit, but it's going to be worth it. So you could also find that this is a week where lots of information comes your way here. And by the end of the week, you're disseminating it, and you're trying to figure out what to do with that information. Because when we are informed, we then have greater choices. So that is the week. It looks a fairly steady week. It's a week for not running around trying to get things too quickly off the ground, because we may find that we have to have a do-over of something in some way. Or we might find our wings are clipped a little bit, but that's not a bad thing. So let me just have a look and say hello to a few people who are saying that they never get to catch me live on a Monday, and it's so lovely to see you live. So Joy Cook is saying you thought you'd missed me. You've missed a few Mondays due to work. No, I'm here because I'll tell you why I'm late in a second. And Colleen's watching. Colleen Ann, hello darling, how are you? And Sarah, yes, it's an evening live. I'm here joining you live. And Vula is here as well. Hello Vula, it's so lovely to see you here with me live. Let me just double check. Marianne sent me some stars. Thank you so much, my love. Okay, let us then move on to our interactive messages, because we all love a personal message, don't we? Don't know about you. I do love a personal message myself. And the reason I'm late today is because I did go and visit my parents for the weekend. So I spent the whole weekend with them, and I promised my mom that I would stay until Monday morning, because she said, you're always dashing off. You're always in a hurry. You're always so busy. And I wanted to help her because she's got this garden room conservatory that had just turned into a junk tip and never got used, and it just got kind of filled with rubbish. You know, everything that you don't want, we just dump in there. And my mum was just saying, oh, it's just such a beautiful space and I really wish I could use it. And I said, well, I'll come and spend the whole weekend. I'll come for 3 days and I'll redecorate it, I'll clean it, and we'll sort it out and make it really fabulous for you. And so I did that with her. And it was such a lovely thing to do. Me and my mum working together on this beautiful space and clearing everything and cleaning, and then I did loads of cleaning for her as well before I left, because she's got a big house and there's a lot of stuff to do. So hence I'm covered in paint, and I'm thoroughly exhausted, because you know what it's like when you do all this stuff. It's so taxing on your body, getting up and down ladders, bending down to dip your paintbrush and your roller into the paint, and oh my goodness, it's such a workout. I can highly recommend it. But I feel like I need a holiday now. So that's why I missed this morning, but I didn't want to miss you today, so I made sure that I could do this live for you this evening. That's where I've been. That's what I've been up to. So let me just go over the choices again. Oh, I said I'd stop saying so, and I can't do it. I just can't. Let us have a look at number 1. It was our little owl. Sweet little owl with the glittery eyes. Number 2 is this very cute cactus in its little pot. And number 3 is the angel with the red gown that looks like a little flower. She's so sweet. She's praying. She's praying. She's got her little hands in prayer. I love this little, oh, it's her halo's broken. It looks like a little quiff, you know, like Tintin. So which one shall I go for? I'm going to go for the cactus. I'm feeling the cactus tonight. All right, so have you made your choices, my loves? Let us get down to the messages. So if you chose number 1, and this is the owl, this is ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom this week is going to bring you the clarity you're searching for. Because the owl knows so much. The owl is able to see in the dark, and it's able to do most of its greatest hunting in the dark. So there's something about being in the dark, not having answers. But your wisdom is going to surface and bring that clarity that you're looking for, because you are multifaceted. There is more to you than even you know. And certainly more than other people know, because you just have so much depth. You're a very, very interesting, fascinating person. And all of this is going to start to emerge this week from feeling a little bit lost and stuck and in the dark. You're going to get the clarity that you seek. So let us have a look at our messages. Our first message comes from my Oracle deck, which is available on my online shop to order. And this is the Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty. And let's talk about your card. So your message today is, oh, this is the card of the day, my loves. So you got the card of the day. Yay. So you're going to get, now because we've got the light and we've got the owl, so we've got a bird theme going on here right away. And birds are messengers. And angels are messengers too. But this is about your inner knowing enlightening you. And I feel as though you've got the answers. You have the answers that you're seeking. You just maybe don't know it yet, and you're going to start to get that clarity and be able to emerge from. You can see how this swan feathers are changing and it's becoming white and pure and spreading its wings and feeling so much lighter, and enlightenment brings that. So it's helping you to fly and to be lighter and to rise above anything. It's like having that sense of knowing, isn't it, with the owl symbolism. And you know, the swan is a very, very spiritual symbol, symbol of psychic abilities. So if you are open enough, those messages are going to come through for you, and they're going to help to be able to raise you up and to enable you to be much more purposeful this week. So no matter what happens, no matter what news you get, or when somebody says to you, oh, you know, we're delaying or postponing this, you're going to be able to have the wisdom to know that that is for your highest good, and that you're prepared to wait. It's okay. It's good. And Chrissy Bonacorsi has just joined us. Hello, Chrissy. How are you doing, my love? So our second card for you comes from this deck here, which is called the Good Tarot. And Joanna Rayworth, this lovely lady who owns a bookshop in London, she sent me this deck of cards. I don't use them enough. I always say that when I get them out. So the Good Tarot message for you is the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is all about wisdom. She's like the high priestess there. Look at her. She's got the moon on her head. She's raising her arms up into the air. She has this sense of knowing. She's got all the elemental energies there. She's got fire, she's got air, she's got water, and she's got earth. So she's the embodiment of all the elements. And then she's connected to the powers of the moon, and the moon represents that spiritual sense of intuition and, you know, all of those kind of, you know, and when people talk about having this sort of sixth sense, that's the Hierophant right there. And the freedom comes from being able to tap into that wisdom and knowing. So, you know, whatever questions you've got at the moment, all of you who chose number 1, you have those answers right in front of you. So tune in, because you're going to be super connected to the answers that you're seeking. That knowledge is within you, and it's going to enable you to fly. Flying forward this week, but by using all of the tools at your disposal, everything that you already have, the answers are within. So I hope you enjoyed that message number 1. Now number 2, all of our cactus people, me included, when I look at this cactus, I see always this type of cactus as like a signpost. So it's like I'm getting to a crossroads, and I could go this way or I could go that way. Or maybe you're just walking along and you're feeling like, I don't know where to go next. And this week feels as though some really important sign is going to show itself, that's going to signpost the way forward. And the choice will be really easy, because one direction is going to be much more compelling than another. It's going to be very clear to you where you need to go. But it's almost like you had to wait for this sign to show up to give you that, almost that sense of strength and confirmation. So let's see what else is coming from this symbol today. So we've got your Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty message, and you have, this is amazing. So he's going up, he knows where he's headed. It's a healing journey, and he's following those dreams of his, because he has been, this bear has been courageous enough to know that even though he might be a little bit afraid of what he's got to do next, the signpost comes. Got a lot of green here. So this is the heart chakra. This is about follow your heart, or that you have healed enough to be able to proceed up the mountain. So sometimes when we have blocks, when we need to do some healing within us, we don't have the energy to be able to haul ourselves up that mountain. It feels like a big ask, or it feels as though we don't quite have the confidence in ourselves and our abilities. But this week, you do. you have done some kind of healing. You've gone through, it's like you've crossed over some kind of threshold. And this is a really amazing opportunity for you to then take the next signpost that comes up that you feel most connected to. So you are rising above, you're conquering those fears. Some healing has taken place within your heart chakra, and it's all systems go. Isn't this lovely? And Colleen's saying that you're moving on Friday, and what a journey it's been. Oh, good luck with that, my darling, because it's such a big thing, isn't it, moving? And I know you're moving across states, so that's states are like the size of our country here, so it's a big thing for you. But good luck with it, my darling. So yeah, have confidence in you, and you've got the capabilities. The bear is equipped for the journey. And you can do this. You've got this. And then your good tarot card is, oh, look at all this green. So we've got the ocean here. We've got the Four of Water. Now, fours are all about stability. And water is all about emotions. And it could be that you're feeling like there is some kind of emotional instability going on within you. But that is because you have had this healing taking place. And when we heal, when we have some kind of healing that has to happen, you might have to have stitches put in to make sure that, a wound doesn't reopen. Or we might have something cut out or something extracted. And when that happens, it hurts. And it can sometimes hurt more than what was there. So I remember having like a grumbly tooth a few years ago, and I had to have a tooth taken out. And boy, oh boy, the pain was excruciating. It was just the most horrible thing that I've been through. And I was kind of thinking, oh, I wish I'd lived with it, but it would have just got worse. And sometimes you just have to deal with the pain in order to move forward. So you might be in the throes of healing from the healing, where the extractions happened, where you've dealt with the pain, you've moved forward. It's a major leap forward, because now you're ready to get the signposts for the next part of the journey. Now you're ready to proceed with your dreams. You might be feeling a little bit emotionally flat because we've had some really big stuff going on in the cosmos. We've had 2 eclipses lately, so I would say you're doing yourself a disservice if you're beating yourself up and going, feeling a bit tired from all of this, a little bit, dealing with the aftermath of the healing. So be gentle on yourself and don't try and take on too much. Don't try and tell yourself you should be further forward than you are. My darlings, this is a really great reminder. You are exactly where you need to be. And there is no haste, because remember back to the earlier messages, this is a week where we might feel like we want to charge forward, but that's not the best solution. There will be other weeks when you can do that. Just right now, give yourself a massive pat on the back for everything you've achieved and all that you've gone through, and you're still here fighting, and you're actually getting a sign about where to next. So I'm so proud of you who chose number 2. And thank you so much for the stars, Sarah Bolchin, and that's so kind of you. And Colleen is saying 4 of Water came out. Yes, it did. It came out in angelic circle for the eclipse last week. Yes. Do you know what? I couldn't remember where that card had come out, but it did. Thank you for reminding me that. So final message comes from our beautiful little angel. Now, this angel, because she's got a red gown, robes on, this is all about grounding yourself. It's really important that you do some things that really make you feel connected to the earth and, being in your body. Because us spiritual types, we just want to be up here in the crown chakra. We want to escape through those upper chakras, through our imagination, through our connection to the divine and our beautiful angels and all the things that we're doing in pages like this, and all of the work that you do on a daily basis. And this angel's coming here today to remind you that you are actually in your body and of your body, and you're having a life experience. And not to wish your life away, to really enjoy all the earthly pleasures, and to stay grounded. Go out and smell the trees and the air, and when it's raining, go out and let the rain fall on your skin, and just enjoy the sensation of being hot or cold, or eating food, and how lovely that tastes. Because it's wonderful being in the heavenly realms, and returning to ourselves on a soul level. But our life experience is such a gift, and our soul craves to do these things, and to learn these lessons, and to meet these other souls incarnation. And don't wish it away, and just enjoy all of the sensations of being here. Ground yourself. Hello Fatima, how are you doing? So here is your message if you chose that beautiful little angel who's here to remind you that you're a human, or in human form. You are a beautiful soul incarnated, and just enjoy, make the most of it. And this is a lovely message for you, because it may be that this card can often come up when we're feeling a little bit hopeless, when we're feeling a little bit disconnected. So you might have had an argument with somebody, you might be feeling just lonely and as though you don't fit in. We all go through those times, don't we? Well, we're just feeling a little bit cut off. Other people seem to be out there living their best lives, and where you can see that on social media, can't you? People are out portraying their lives on social media, out meeting their families, going out for dinner with their friends, doing exciting things, and you might feel like, but I'm just kind of here by myself, and I'm just getting on with things, and life's a bit dull and stale and stagnant. And now I've just heard the news, and they're telling us that we can't unlock properly, and but don't give up. And you always have your angelic team supporting you. And this little angel is saying to you, just enjoy living in the now, because you'll look back on these times, and I promise you will, and wish you could have them again. Because we always do. We look back on photographs and we go, oh, isn't that lovely? And I don't think I quite appreciated it in that moment. So when things are still, appreciate the stillness. When things are busy, appreciate the busyness, because they'll become still again, and vice versa. And life is never stuck. There's always something going on in the background of your life. And, you're never alone, because we're all here for you. And everybody goes through these phases of feeling disconnected. I go through them all the time. I feel like I'm really loved and have really close friends. And then I can go through periods where I feel like nobody cares about me. And, we feel a bit sorry for ourselves. And I can guarantee you every person on the planet goes through that, my loves. And then your second message is, oh, look at this, you've got another earth message here. So we've got the Three of Earth. Now look at her. She looks like a statue. And she's standing there, and she's looking into the distance. It's like she's looking for something. She's searching for something. But what she's not appreciating is just how spectacular she looks right in this moment, because doesn't she look fabulous? She's got this gorgeous outfit on. And she's maybe looking for her third coin, but she's already got 2 coins. One on her dress and one in her hand. She's looking into the distance. She's going, where's my other coin? And this is that reminder of, you're not alone. Whatever you're seeking, you're searching for, ground yourself, because you will find it around you. This is also a really lovely reminder about earthly things that we want. So I have this annoying habit of looking at things that I know are like insurance policies and things that are going to be maturing in a couple of years' time, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait till I'm 55. And then I'm thinking, hang on a second, why am I wishing the next 2 years away? I'm going to stop doing that, because anything can happen between now and then. And so it's really important to try to be present and to focus on what you already have, rather than, we've got to have dreams and goals. That's really important. But while we're dreaming, be really grateful and thankful and of our body in the now, standing firm within our life, and noticing just how fabulous things are around us. So as I was getting my little altar together, and I was finding all these little pieces to go on here to accompany the messages, I was thinking, haven't I got some really cute little ornaments that I can use? I've got so much, and I'm really blessed. And a lot of the time I just, stash them away and I don't think anything of it. And I just got hit with that thought of how lovely, I can think about all of the ways in which these pieces made their way into my home. And it's lovely to think back on those times. So those are our messages, my loves, for this week, commencing the 14th of June. And I want to thank you so much for joining me live. It's been so much fun to see some new faces popping up. And thank you, Patricia. I'm glad that you find that 3 resonates. And I'm sorry to hear you feeling lonely. But, we all go through it. So I can completely identify with that. I want to say a special thank you to Lorraine Johnson for the stars, and to the lovely Amanda for the stars. And thank you to everybody for joining me, whether you're watching live or in the replay. I do appreciate all of you so much. And I wish you an absolutely fabulous week, filled with loveliness and abundance and good health and all the things that you're wishing for. So take care. Hello, Leslie Connors. It's lovely to see you. And lots of love, everyone. Bye for now.